Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install and configure and use DeepSeek in Codex. And why do you want to do this? Why do you want to try this? When you have a Codex plan like Plus or Pro, when you're using it, it's quite easy to run out of credits. Then you can't do anything anymore, and then you have to wait till the credits is reset. Sometimes it could be 1 month if you're using ChatGPT Go. If you're using Plus, it takes a week. If you're using Pro, I haven't really used Pro, so I can't really tell how long you have to wait for it to refresh. So when you run out of Codex credits, you now have to wait for how long? And then if you're lucky, Tibo is in a good mood, and then he resets it for everyone. But if that doesn't happen, how do you continue your work? Or do you just get stranded? So let's jump right into how to do this. Let's jump right into how to set up DeepSeek into your Codex software. You will be able to do this on the Codex desktop app on a MacBook. But before we go in, let me just show you that it's actually working. So from here, I can choose the model, and then I can see even not just DeepSeek, but even every other model: Grok, Kimi, Mimo, Queen. And then you're able to test this out and then use this as part of your, I use this as part of your workflow, and then of course continue working instead of having to wait till the Codex limits are reset. So let's say, for example, here I choose DeepSeek, and then I ask it, what model are we on? And let's wait for the response. Okay, so here we are. We can see that it took its time, and then this session is configured to use DeepSeek Flash, DeepSeek V4 Flash OpenCode routed through the Codex Router provider. The official OpenAI lists the first-party Codex models as Luna, Terra, and Sol, but this environment is running the external model rather than one of those of the OpenAI doc models. Okay, so how did I achieve this? So for you to be able to achieve this, there is a GitHub repo I'll be sharing with you. Check the comment section, I'll be dropping it there. So basically, this GitHub repo is called Codex Router. So basically, it is configured to allow you to use OpenCode models within your Codex desktop app. So if you notice, here we have DeepSeek V4 Flash, and then we have OpenCode Go. And also, when I open the list of all the models that is available for me, you would also see OpenCode Go. So first of all, we have to make sure that OpenCode Go is available for us and working for us before we can then integrate that into Codex. So let me show you how to get that working. OpenCode.ai. And what is OpenCode? So basically, OpenCode is an open source AI coding agent. But in simple terms, OpenCode is like a container that handles so many models. If you see all those models that I showed you, everything is routed through OpenCode. So what that basically means is that with OpenCode, you're able to get access to all of these models, but you'll be able to have just enough to be able to accomplish your work. So, and OpenCode, they offer 2 plans, Zen and Go. So with OpenCode Zen, you're able to get access to these models on a pay-as-you-go basis. So this is even much more expanded. But the Go, which is the one I'm currently using, is just a low-cost. Is more of a low-cost model for everyone. So basically, the models are harnessed together and optimized, and then you will have daily limits, weekly limits, monthly limits, again based off of the cheaper plan. But again, this is even much more cheaper, and then you're not able to do things on pay as you go. In this way, you're able to save a lot of costs. So when we go into OpenCode, we have to create an account. I already created an account, so I will just log in. So when I log in, so for the Zen, I'm not doing Zen, so I have no business here. Yeah, but again, for the Go, this is now where you have to subscribe. Yeah, so here I have a current running subscription, but you have to, of course, subscribe. And OpenCode Go, before we proceed, let me just point out that OpenCode Go costs $10 a month, but you can get $5 off your first month. I'll be posting a link of my referral code in the comments and in the description. This way, when you subscribe, you get $5 off in your first month. So back to my account. So when you create an account on OpenCode, and then you choose the Go plan, and then you pay for the subscription, and then we are good to go. So after this is done, the next thing we have to do is to open the Codex Router GitHub page. I will also be pasting this in the comment and on the description so that you can pick it up from there. So looking at this repo, there are two key ways of installing this on your Codex app. So first of all, you can just paste the link to your agent and then put this prompt as your Codex tags. So basically, it will install the router from this repository and then give it all the instructions that it needs. And then there's another option of guided install where you can install it directly on your Mac or on your Windows computer. And then all of these other instructions, of course you can read through it, but again, you might not even have to. But the most important thing to note is when you scroll down, there's a whole lot of information, and then you see OpenCode Go, subscription, and Zen. So basically, this is the key part that you need to be very aware of. So this OpenCode Go API key is something you have to hold while trying to set it up on Codex, because there will be a time when you will be required to enter it. Alternatively, also, you can just run this on your terminal, and then you'll be able to run the installation on your Codex. I think that was the mistake that I made when I was creating my own account. So if we come back to OpenCode Go and we go to API keys, so here you create an API key. After creating an API key, you then copy the API key, open your terminal, and then you copy these commands, paste it on your terminal, and then when you click enter, it tells you to input the API key. Copy the API key, and then you paste it back inside your terminal. And then you paste it back into your terminal. And when you click enter, I don't want to do that because I've already made the installation. But when you enter these commands on the terminal and press enter, it tells you to paste in the API key. So it doesn't show any letters, but when you just make sure that you've actually copied it, and then when you paste it and hit enter, you're good to go. Okay, so now that we've done this, the final step is now to set it up on Codex. Copy these first instructions. This is where and how I made the installation myself. So I pasted this, and then it took a while, and then it asked me for an API key. But the mistake that I made is that I pasted it directly on the chat, which should not have been done. You have to first of all enter that code on the terminal and then enter the API key from there. That way it's more secure. So, but what we have here, this is an invalid API key, so it doesn't matter. So it takes its time, and then so this is where I then learned that okay, I have to actually input that code on my terminal to be able to set the API key. And the first time I did it, when I was done, I tried to test it, and it wasn't working. So it was giving me the error, exceeded retry limit, last status 429, too many requests. And I tried to resolve this, but then that was when I then realized that I had to actually paste the API key through the terminal. So this was the code that I used to input the code on my terminal. But after that, I had to run the entire process one more time. And then finally, I asked it, which model are you? And then here we have DeepSeek V4 Pro via OpenCode Go through the router. Okay, so yes, this is how you're able to use DeepSeek and many other models on your codecs. If you like more videos like this, or if you have ideas on this kind of videos that I should make, let me know in the comment section. I would also be pasting the OpenCode Go link so that you can from there make the subscription and get $5 off your next subscription. Thank you for watching.